Welcome back, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench, just working on cleaning up this piece of hard rock maple. It's an old baseball bat blank, and I just wanted to get some of the oxidation off of it and dirt and grit so that if anybody wants to buy them, they can see what they are possibly going to get. But what I wanted to talk about today, and we'll get into it here in a second, is in the last video, we talked about camber and how to set it up in your plane, why you might want to do so, etc. Now, there is a time and a place for some tools where you do not necessarily need or want camber. So for instance, if all I was going to do is plain 1/2 inch, 5/8, 3/4, 1 inch even edges, I don't necessarily need camber. So when you're sharpening, you can go straight across. Because you're not using the plane as a smoother, you're using it to clean up an edge, whether it's for a joint or just a show edge. So that would be one time that you would not need a camber. But, however, if, let's say, you are jointing and you're making a square joint, here's where camber, even if it is ever so slight, all right? And let me be clear as to what I mean when I say camber. Camber can be anything from a drastic arc, you see that, to a straight edge where the outer sections are just slightly honed away. Okay? This is still straight, but this last little bit is eased, just eased away. Now, we talked about why you would do that when surface planing, okay? But what about when you are, this one goes in both directions. I think it's better this way. Well, what if you are making a joint? Why would you want camber in that situation? Okay. So you're planing this edge. And you've got it almost perfectly square, straight and true, and you're getting a full length, full width shaving. But you take your square to it, and you notice you're a little high on one side by that much. You know what that much is? That much. So if your plane is set up to take a fine cut and it's cutting a feather edge on both sides, you can move your plane to one side or the other and keep, excuse me, you keep the whole plane over the one side so it can't cut. And you take this cut, and what you end up doing is taking just material off of the one side. You got to go the other way, you move over to the other side. See how I just got a little wispy little shaving? And then you come back right down the middle of your plane until you get a full width, full length shaving again. And check the square, which I am not. I'm square at that point. I'm still high over here. So that's why you kind of steer your plane It's hard to believe we're in the middle of May and we're going down to freezing again tonight. I've heard reports that many of the tree fruit growers on the East Coast, not all, but many, have suffered severe to complete crop loss due to the freeze that we had a couple weeks ago. Now, another way that you can utilize the camber is by steering your plane out a little bit. And that leaves you with a shaving that comes just out of the middle. So I hope this helps. But in reality, if I was just planing an edge for an edge and it's not getting glued, I don't have to use a cambered blade. Yes, this one is cambered, but it's straight, flat across the middle. Man, I love this plane. Maybe it's because at the time I built it, I hadn't done all this research. You know what I mean? Sometimes you do better shooting from the hip. There we go. Square, straight and true. Like, subscribe, and share. Head out to your shop. Go make some shavings. The bucket's empty. We had the burn pile going. Got rid of all the burnable stuff. Walter out.